Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because we are about to rip the lid off the absolute circus unfolding at Tottenham Hotspur right now. Imagine this. A club that's supposed to be fighting for glory, suddenly staring down the barrel of the unthinkable, and the man they brought in to save the day. Well, he's turned the fire extinguisher into a flamethrower. Welcome back to the channel where we don't sugarcoat, we don't hold back, and today we're asking the million-dollar question that every Spurs fan is screaming into their pillows. Should Igor Tudor be sacked? And trust me, by the end of this, you might be chanting it in the streets. Picture the scene. Tottenham were already wobbling like a boxer on the ropes when they waved goodbye to their last manager. The dressing room was leaking confidence, the fans were losing patience, and the board, in classic Spurs fashion, panicked and reached for the nearest firefighter. Enter Igor Tudor, the Croatian intensity machine with a reputation for storming into chaos and dragging teams back from the brink. They called him the ultimate short-term fixer, the guy who'd light a rocket under this squad and get them climbing the table while juggling those tricky European nights. On paper, it looked smart. In reality, it's been like watching someone try to defuse a bomb with a sledgehammer. From the very first whistle under Tudor, it's been one gut punch after another. No spark, no bounce, just a team that looks even more lost than before. We're talking defensive collapses that belong in a horror movie, players dropping like flies from the lineup with zero explanation, and big-name stars left scratching their heads on the bench. Remember that wild moment when he rolled the dice on a keeper who hadn't seen meaningful action in months? The guy lasted about as long as a snowflake in the Sahara before getting hooked, leaving everyone wondering if the training ground had turned into a comedy club. Then came the red cards, the walkouts from the stands, and that toxic fog rolling over the pitch where mistakes weren't just happening, they were multiplying like rabbits. The fans who once sang for glory are now booing louder than ever, and social media, it's a full-on riot. Emergency meeting. This guy's lost the plot. The noise is deafening. But hold on, let's play devil's advocate for a second, because fairness matters in this madhouse. Tudor walked into a storm that wasn't of his making. The squad was already fractured, injuries were piling up like unpaid bills. And let's be honest, Tottenham's history of mid-season meltdowns is basically a club tradition. Sacking an interim boss after just a handful of games would be brutal, almost unprecedented, and it'd scream that the board got it spectacularly wrong again. Some insiders swear he's bringing intensity behind closed doors, that one good result could flip the script and send them soaring clear of danger. Why rock the boat when another change might just pour petrol on the fire? It's a fair shout, right? Give the man time to stamp his mark. Yeah, nah. Let's be real for a moment and cut through the noise. This isn't about giving chances. This is about survival. The team under Tudor isn't just struggling, it's regressing at warp speed. Tactics that looked promising on the training pitch have turned into car crashes on match day. The dressing room trust, evaporating faster than a dodgy kebab. And that famous fixer aura he carried in? It's starting to look more like smoke and mirrors. Every press conference now drips with quiet frustration. Every formation tweak seems to backfire, and the fans who stuck by the club through thick and thin are finally walking out mid-game because enough is enough. This isn't a blip. This is a full-blown identity crisis, and the clock is ticking louder than Big Ben. Here's the dramatic truth bomb. Keeping Tudor now isn't loyalty, it's denial. Tottenham aren't just flirting with disaster, they're slow dancing with it while the music gets faster. Another few games of this, and the unthinkable becomes inevitable. The board needs to swallow their pride, admit the gamble didn't pay off, and swing the axe while there's still time to bring in someone, anyone, who can inject pure survival mode into this squad. Not some long-term visionary, just a motivator who can stop the bleeding before summer brings the real rebuild. Because let's face it, Spursy collapses don't just happen, they're invited, and right now Tudor's holding the guest list. So what do you think? Drop your verdict in the comments. Sack him yesterday, or give him one last roll of the dice. Smash that like button if you're as fired up as I am. Subscribe for more no-holds-barred Premier League truth, and hit the notification bell. Tottenham fans, stay loud, stay passionate, and remember, in football, heroes get statues, but the wrong man in the dugout gets the chop. See you in the next one.